Okay, so I'm gonna get a little political on you guys today. If you guys haven't heard about it, SOPA, the Stop Online Piracy Act that Congress is trying to pass, tomorrow you're probably gonna see and hear a lot of chatter about it. Wikipedia is supposed to black out their site. I think Google's supposed to do something. Basically, it's an act that Congress is trying to pass, and I'm going to leave links down below so you guys can, you know, read up on it and look into it, because it's a pretty important thing. Congress is trying to pass an act to stop online piracy. That's a good thing. I got no problem with that. But the way the law is written, it gives them some powers that they probably shouldn't have, namely censorship, censoring the internet, not allowing us to have our freedoms on the internet. I'll give you just a little example because I don't want to get too much into this, but if it passes, what it's essentially going to do, we all know how many videos are uploaded on YouTube like every day, just massive amounts, and you know, you can't upload copyrighted material, which happens, and then, you know, YouTube will get sent a DMCA notice, which they'll send to the person who uploaded it to remove the video. That's all fine. But what happens if this passes, then, because there's a lot of stuff on there that YouTube just can't police. It would require YouTube to police every single video, which they couldn't do. That's just impossible with the amount of stuff that's uploaded. So basically, if that happens, you know, since YouTube couldn't police every single video, what could, in theory, happen is YouTube would have to shut down, because they couldn't keep up with the law, which it would be, to police every single video. So, you know, I'm standing against it just because, you know, the internet shouldn't be censored. We shouldn't be. This is all looking more towards like what they're having to deal with in China and other countries, which they don't have freedom of the internet. It's controlled by the government. And we don't want that to happen. We're freedom. We like freedom. So look into it. You'll probably hear me chattering about tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably be tweeting and putting it on Facebook and stuff like that. But, you know, go ahead, look into the links, see if it's something you're worth supporting, or see something it's worth supporting that you would give your support for. You can sign petitions to send to Congress and things like that. So yeah, check it out.
We have birds going crazy in our pool this morning. They must be eating bugs in there. Yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds. And they keep swooping down into the pool. So they must be eating bugs.
Probably.
Let's see.
Pool's disgusting again.
Those big black ones by the ladder, there was like 4 of them when I went to go get the camera.
Those are crows. They love to eat bugs, so that's probably why they're there.
They're just flying around now. They were swooping down in the water.
I think they're trying to like climb in the water.
I don't know. I'm watching that black one in the middle to see if he dives down.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to dive in or something.
Nope, he flew away.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about irony. I was on Facebook the other day, and I'm a fan of the Keurig site, which is our coffee and tea maker. I use it for coffee, and then we both use it for tea and hot chocolate. And people were saying, how long have you had your machine before it stopped working? And most people were saying like 3, 4 years, that sort of thing. And some people were saying like, oh, I only had it 6 months and then it stopped working. This light is like blinding me. And I was like, wow, I guess I'm really lucky with my machine, because I've had it for, I think Michael bought it for me for Christmas like 4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, I don't remember. And I was like, I've never had any problems with mine. Mine's always been great. Well, lo and behold, the other day I go to turn it on, and this is what the screen looks like. Oh, you guys can't really see, but that's not the way it's supposed to look. It's supposed to have like the different cup sizes so that you can choose what kind of coffee you want or how strong you want it. And the screen's not working anymore. Luckily, I know what button to push for my coffee because it's the same one I use for all the time. But I'm concerned because now I'm starting to think maybe it's starting to go, and it's just like this is the first little thing to go wrong with it. And it really makes me nervous because these machines are like at least $100. I know they go sometimes for more than that. So I guess 4 or 5 years isn't bad considering I use it at least once a day, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day, like if it's cold out. I'm just really bummed. It's still working, so cross my fingers that it's still gonna work for a while, but yeah, I'll be so sad the day that it dies. And then I'll have to just go buy a new one because I have to have this machine. I love it. I'd like to get like one of the fancier ones, but it's just paying money for something you really don't need. So it's gonna be a sad day when it stops working.
So does anybody know how to get scratches off a CD? Well, actually, I don't even know if they're scratches or more like just scuffs, because it's not very deep from what I can tell. Our old Xbox did this when it kind of died. It yeah, it just kind of scuffed this all up. So I'm looking for like some home remedy stuff, because like if you want to go buy one of those CD cleaners, they're like $30, right? Which if that's the case, I can probably just buy a new game. But I was looking for something cheap, maybe that I have at home to do. I did some search on the internet, and I saw using car wax and toothpaste. I don't know. But I want to ask you guys, because maybe if anybody's tried it and been successful with getting stuff out, I'll show you. I'll zoom up on this and show you what it is, so you get a better idea. Well, that's about as good as the camera's going to zoom up. But if you look, there is about a 1/4-inch ring. Yeah, there you go. Now you can kind of see it. And it goes all the way around the outside. So yeah, it's not deep from what I can tell. It's just surface. But, you know, the game won't play with even just that amount. So yeah, if anybody's, you know, remove scratches or scuffs from a CD and it's been successful, let me know what you use or what I can do. Because I don't want to go out and have to buy a new game if I can fix this. And I've kind of rubbed on it a little bit. It has removed some, but not. It's definitely not coming off very easy. So maybe there is some sort of little magical thing I can do to remove it. So yeah, if you guys know, just leave a comment.
Oh, I hit record and they stopped doing it. Oh! Michigan State basketball game. Lots of noise.
And this is pretty close to perfect the way it is. Well, how about that? 30 years, I finally finished it. Congratulations, Dad.